underwhelming presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
After a long 2-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing to start the drive. Hauser. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're... Complete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Operating from the gun. Hauser. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progression. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Hauser to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Throwing to start the drive. Hauser. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Hauser. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because
this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And this is caught. Touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing to start the drive. Hauser. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Hauser. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw again.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Looking to throw. Hauser. And it's incomplete. They can... Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hauser. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defense. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And a dangerous throw. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have the great spot. Down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Hauser. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hauser. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Hauser. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Hauser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Hauser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Hauser. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.